よくわかってるじゃないか。旅に一番向いてるのが、パワーアーマーだ。あ、なぜか全然読み上げてくれないですね。あ、なぜか。OK、ですか。OK、ですか。木っぽいですね。ガラケーで、見たいゲームとかあったら言ってね。答えられるかわからないけど。はーい。皆様おはようございます。カングラ、支配人、古い家です。というわけで、本日の、ALL、アウト、ニュー、VGS。始めていきましょうか。トイレなら、済ませておけよ、電話もな。というわけでありですね。オールドワールド、ブルースの、世界に行ってきたところからですね。犬が鳴きますね。時間のかかる錬金術師。なかなか狭いことですか。本当、クレーターの中に、存在してます、感じ。パパに言いつけてやるんだ。皆さんのお話聞いてからですか。優秀だが長く生きすぎたな。何を言ってるのかちょっとわかんないですね。友よ、なかなかいい鎧だ。鋼鉄で、頑丈で本物だ。若干、ちょっと残っているような感じはありますが。大佐、また一人死にました。ムービーを34に変えられたんですね。おうち、帰り。こんばんは。サイエンス、高くてよかったですか？いらっしゃいませ、ですね。いらっしゃい。こ コンセプトは何でしたかね。心配しないで。頼れる仲間がいる。あずく春に聞け。不範。キング、できちゃうんですね。参った。グレート星が持ち歩くにはかなり腕力がいる。使えるのか？極限の生死を奉公意、目覚めの時。和骨。ゲームが好きな一人が来場しました。優秀な同士になれますように。なかなか何を着るのかわからないですね。スカイリムに着いたとき、カジートに何か不思議なことが起きる。恐れたまえよ。ちょっとカルマ、下がりましたか？いろいろ、もらいましたね。女が武器を抜いて近づいてきたら衛兵は緊張するだろうな。 ここですか？
The lobotomite animal before me. What other terrifying terrors will plague us in our quest for knowledge? Communists? Communist animals, perhaps? Be warned. Attempt to propaganda me. I will shriek as a frightened babe, calling loyal cyber dogs to my aid. Do you comprehend, commie animal?
怖いですね。
Yes, animal. Hormones, pores, glands, all wrapped up in skin. Who knows what terrifying secrets lie beneath your epidermis? Scalpels shall tell us your secrets, even if we must cut deep for such knowledge. I was head of my biology class at American High, you know. Before you is the brain of Dr. Boros, head of animology, beastology, and DNA scrambling technology here at Big Mountain. I lay the bones and hearts of animals bare beneath my searing gaze, especially the dogs. I did so love dogs once. Especially Gabe, that rascal. But there are many animals to shape. Industrious cazadors, the happy-go-lucky night stalkers. They are my living, breathing DNA test tubes. Indeed, docile, curious, safe, sterile. They are contained here at Big Mountain to preserve DNA and for observation. No, such creatures are found only here, for research purposes. They would no more be capable of escape than breeding.
ほんとどこか抜けてますよね。
I cannot expect a lobotomite to understand the careful surgical castrating procedures used in their creation. Perhaps a demonstration of my castrating power would settle your doubts. Because Big Mountain safety measures are far more sophisticated than their primitive animal instincts. We are their lords and masters.
我がを裏切ると、愚かなり。
Submit your questions. I shall respond with deadly answers. The malignant tumor that is Mobius plagues us all. His hunger for power, insatiable. From his lair in the Forbidden Zone, his terrifying robo-scorpion army clicks and whirs across the crater of Big Mountain, ever seeking, ever stinging. He must be stopped, or all of Big Mountain shall be destroyed. The radar fence protects us all. If evidence is correct, the one who built it is me. It keeps anything with a disembodied brain inside, like us, and anything without a brain also inside. It is the ultimate defense against communist aggression. There'll be no infectious ideas on my watch. It makes perfect sense. Who are you to question the mighty radar fence? Ever since my anxiety-filled days of powerlessness and being bullied in American high school, I have dreamed of such security as the fence. That and giant cybernetic dogs that would ruthlessly patrol and kill anyone who wasn't my friend, like Richie Marcus and Betsy Bright. Who's laughing now, Betsy? I hope you and Richie are happy smoking in your radioactive coffins. I'm glad you never came to my birthday party. No! Beyond is death, despite mounting evidence to the contrary. No matter where these strange humans wander in from with their ideas and new brains, there is nothing beyond Big Mountain.
何もないですか？ポケットに手を入れたな。
Enough!
切り落としてやる。
Stop filling my precious brain cell units with irrelevant data. You sound like the other visitors, making wild claims of a world beyond, where there is a war beyond war. It is unproven and unthinkable. Bother the other doctors with your crackpot theories. I have no time. None of us do.
見ていないから戦争は起こってないですからね。
There is logic and purpose in it. If these technologies are needed to pierce the forbidden zone, so be it. Science is powerful, and in the right hands, our hands, if we had hands, we would be nigh unstoppable. That castrated nickname of our facility is not its true name. The true name is Big Mountain. Where are your manners? It is our home, threatened by the horrors of Mobius. All we wish to do is continue our research. Layer upon layer, above and beneath the floor of the crater, until we have our answers. But no, Mobius will not let us rest, scaring us with his scary robots with their laser tails, and blowing up all the time.
あら、そのままでいいの?
It was not our first choice of testing grounds, but we no longer have the luxuries of our test cities. Then we lost the mountain. After the explosion, we couldn't find it anymore. So the crater became our testing grounds for science. Yes, in the past, individuals would come to us, pay for technology, and if their town, community, or city was just right, we could use that city as a controlled experiment. Vault-Tec was much better at it, of course. We had to make do, get permission, sometimes. If only we could have used commie cities. But capturing whole cities was hard, so we captured enough commies to make cities of our own. So we had a group of Chinese prisoners to experiment on. Those were the days. But the true test was science on unsuspecting Americans. Whether it was holograms, new autodocs, toxins, vending machines, we wound them up, let them go into tiny, isolated towns. Then we observed. Boom! Yes, quite unexpected and embarrassing. All better now after the landscaping, though. Much more pleasing to our monitors. And the crater helps keep everything inside, because it is bowl-shaped. Until next time, then. Provided there is a next time. For any of us.
ああ、かわいいお花。もともと別の場所でした。
Have you done all we asked? If not, we will not hesitate to ask again.
ても、浅い句でいいですか？
You are an unusual specimen to so boldly walk into the mighty expanse of the think tank, fearless and proud as a teddy bear. Between the extraction of their higher reasoning abilities and urination-inducing fear, most lobotomites dare not approach us, let alone speak to us. Yet you have no such fear. Facing me, epidermis flushed with blood, plasma running molten beneath, your face contorting with muscular expression. Will you indulge me? Say a few words. Face towards the monitors, please, so that I might record it for further examination. Yes, go on. Seeing your lips and mouth forming the words, both revolting and somehow... How does it feel to have the flesh roll around in your mouth like that? To control each muscle and the tongue, like having a fish or extremely dexterous slug lolling and flopping in one's malval cavity. What nonsense. What are you doing?
貴様も、どうせそうなるのだろう?
Stop it. Why are you making me partake in this filthy formography?
楽しそうですね。
I'm already intrigued. You have sufficiently percolated me. I don't know what it is about the biology of lobotomites. It infects my thoughts. All that skin and muscle and tissue.
ここへ現れる勇気があるのなら、全帝国軍と戦ってやるんだが。
Perhaps there is value in what you say. I did so enjoy breathing once, long ago.
人間の記憶、忘れちゃってますか?
Would you? I feel so ashamed, but yet so intrigued. You'll need to give me a rest in between visits, or else my gel might run over. If you're ready, let me radar scan you. Slowly. Woo. Woo. Purple, woo. Bloop, bloop, bloop. Purple. Ba-ba, bloop. Ba-ba, bloop. Ba-ba, bloop. Whew. Last little bit there. Thank you, lobotomite. Please, you must come back for further study when I've had a rest. I'm a little sensitive right now.
いろいろ、くれますか?
Why, my little bear of teddiness. I am Dr. Dala, first head chief researcher of mineralogy and medicinal sciences. I have 211 doctorates in both applied sciences and techniques to apply those sciences. I also possess a degree in curiosity and advanced curiosity. That is merely schooling, however. When possible, I prefer fieldwork and observation to holotape eidetics. It has proven useful, especially now. I have become the expert on humanology and lobotomite behavior here at Big Mountain. My research doesn't descend into formography. It's only science.
男トークさんですね。ゆっくりしていってね。
Why, we create not only scientific marvels here at Big Mountain, but new sciences as well. Everything can be quantified, categorized, and dissected until every group can be subgrouped or partitioned.
逃げ隠れはさせない。
What is a name without a title or suffix for the sake of hierarchy? It is a long-standing quantification of personality and importance. We could not do without it. Surely you must be aware of the gravity of such attached appellations, just as surely as you must have a title. Oh, a mailman,
箱屋さんですね。
a delivery man, someone who takes parcels from place to place using their primitive feet or similar conveyance. You are the second one I've met in recent times. Very different specimens.
二人目ですか。
Of course. You must have met others in your travels. This one had met other couriers too, although it sounded as if he hadn't met the correct one. He asked us all many questions, and then he asked a most perplexing one. We had to segment the event out of our memories for safety. I do not know, nor should we try to access it. Perhaps Klein has the logs. My evaluation would be to let your own curiosity go. I do not think that Klein remembers the conversation as being satisfactory. Oh, removing it is a simple procedure. Well, except the complications it can cause to the heart and spine. But once the heart and spine are gone, no trouble at all. Clamp the subject down. One laser incision around the skull. Crack. Snip. Done. The brain is finally free of the skin envelope, which is then kept automated for cleanup duties around Big Mountain. Lobotomites. With you, however, something is definitely wrong. We've never had a lobotomite who kept speaking after being forcibly lobotomized. I am relieved the pacification field is working. If it didn't, I would broadcast some concern to my colleagues about safety protocols. That is a good question. My theory is that the Tesla coils in your brain pan are still connected to your brain somehow. It really could be anywhere. Brains are a lot smarter than most researchers give them credit for. We still have your spine and heart. If you were to somehow find your brain, wherever it sloped off to, you could humanically reduce yourself again. It is the pacification field emitters that are broadcasting into the emptiness of your skull. Without a brain, your aggression is suppressed in here. Why would you want such a thing? You might surrender to your hormones and commit primal aggression on me, on us, again and again. Then I would have to return the favor, activating my vivisectors and gently lobotomizing you from behind. Not something I would relish doing. No, the only way to circumvent the field is to have a brain, and we extracted that like we do all lobotomites here. Perhaps you are stuck in a looping gesture of verbal intercourse.
この遺伝子を猫に組み込めば
Dr. Mobius, a monstrous brain creased with wrinkles of 1,000 evils, with but one jaundiced eye with which to perceive the world. Exiled from the think tank for crimes too heinous to remain in recorded memory, and perhaps differences in research methodology. His one terrible eye forever peers at us, an eye of ever-increasing magnification. He watches from his dome in the forbidden zone,
忌々しい死闘のクロー君の反乱軍名。後輩ですね。じゃあ。間に合わないですね。少々お待ちを。 おや、眠そうな顔だね。妖怪ぼっち、まぶし、ですよね。来ちゃった。ですよね。OK、ですか。
It'll all become clear. If not, at least we will have the technology here at the Dome, where all technology belongs. When we have all the technology, all the answers, we can share it with the world, piece by piece. All will be in order, and all will be like Big Mountain.
言い訳がない。
This mountain, now crater, encompasses the sum total of knowledge of humankind. It is Big Mountain, where all questions can be answered. You'll see, no matter what your questions, Big Mountain will provide the answers, as it has done for so many before you. Oh yes, we've had other subjects visit. It's why we had to calibrate the pacification field and warm up our brainial beams and vivisectors. Only a short time ago, we had 3-1 subjects arrive, and they ruined several experiments, and even injured 2 of our staff. It is a shame their brains left with them. With you, however, we have taken precautions to ensure that problem won't repeat itself. We've conditioned you so you can't speak of this place, discuss our secrets, or attempt to use force against us in any way. Isn't that nice? Because 3-1 is 2. 2 spoke to us, one after the other. One mean, one curious. But there was a third we didn't speak to. The last one is the -1. It got traumatized, then taken to one of our medical centers for de-traumatization. A rather unsettling procedure. Ask Dr. O. And you could have asked 8 once, until he was severely damaged in the attack. We like him better this way.
Predictable. The lobotomite specimen returns. Its purpose? Repetition. Chances of success? High. I don't like to talk about it. 8, he can't talk about it. They fried his voice module. Something good. It wasn't all the visitors, though. Only one of them got out of control. He's the one that took control of Little Yangtze, our old human farm. This human, I can't believe it. He broke out of the think tank in seconds. Then he went for Yangtze, got bomb collars, and started practicing on the subjects that were still there until he got the right frequency. We were sending robots to stop him, and he was slicing and cutting through their shells with some souped-up laser gun like they were cheese paper. When he hacked into the mainframe, A tried to stop him and got fried. Me? He rerouted my processors to take control of the train network here. If you see the tunnels with the trains plowed into them, you can thank our visitor for that. He wrecked the whole place. While we were trying to keep containment on the surface, turns out he used one train to punch out a tunnel and escape. Sealed now. 2 other human specimens. One arrived not long after the troublemaker. And the last one, not sure when he showed up. Thought the first one was going to be lobotomized in Y-17. She got out somehow. The last subject, Klein might know more. He talked to him, and let him leave the think tank. Hope he knew what he was doing. Klein knows things we don't. And I think he told some of those things to the last visitor. Dangerous things if they ever got out.
そんな願いでいいんだ。いろいろと増えますね。和骨。勝利こそ、この身が抱えし、宿命よ。両手がないとダメですか？いらっしゃい。 ゆっくりしていってね。いらっしゃいませ、ネズミ。ですね。
Did you retrieve the technologies yet? We need them, as I have indicated. Oh yes, the last visitor. Well, the one just before you. An interesting name from some language that's almost impossible to speak. What did we speak about? Melancholy fellow. Had questions about history, but our conversation got interrupted. Twice, I believe. Once when the trains got derailed, and then a second time. Oddly enough, now that I'm accessing my databanks, I don't recall what the second time was. Mobius's incessant transmissions keep distracting me. Also, we didn't brain scrub the visitor. He may have left with some knowledge he shouldn't have. I believe, maybe. Oh well, I'm sure it's of no consequence. I don't make many mistakes in calculation or perception, so probability favors me.
ファンでしたか。
Why, yes. We are filled with the knowledge you speak of. If you wish to know more, simply ask the others. They can help you.
戦いで攻撃を防ぐには十分だ。
I am Dr. Klein, Chief Head Researcher of Logistical Operations and Ideology here at Big Mountain. I am surprised you have not heard of me. I am first in my field, first chair, as it were, back in the days of chairs.
いろいろやってますね。
Dr. Mobius was not the horrifying creature you saw upon the screen, twisted by science. He was once one of us. A friend. He researched in directions contrary to the think tank. Brains, 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 always about the brains. So we exiled him. He says he left of his own volition, but that was to save him the embarrassment. Now he sends his intelligence-consuming scorpions from the Forbidden Zone to plunder the secrets of Big Mountain. He is a menace. I'm not certain. Perhaps it only affects machines. If so, you may be immune. If it is chems, then we have nothing to fear. Since we are afraid, it must not be chems, and you need not fear, which means you can test it. Logical. It's a side effect of the cerebral scrubbing. It won't stop you from excreting, or asking questions, apparently. Have to correct that next time. Hormonal aggressive tendencies are actively suppressed, however. They are a no-no and not permitted in the think tank. The scrubbing also ensures your silence to keep Big Mountain safe. This facility is top secret, and you cannot speak of it to anyone outside of Big Mountain. Should have done it with the last batch, and the anti-aggression scrub. We had to take precautions after the last visitors. They caused a great deal of damage in a short time. Should have made sure they couldn't mention Big Mountain once they left. An oversight. Dr. 8 and Dr. O could tell you more. Dr. O more than 8. The battle against the visitors damaged 8's voice module. Suffice to say, those visitors are unwelcome. They stole a great many secrets and much technology. Impertinent. They also broke one of my trains. This is the think tank. The nerve center of Big Mountain. The greatest research center known to man. And to us. Here we test and test and test some more in the name of science. Atomic power, nuclear power, and scientific power. Yes, because the intellectually challenged see an M and a T next to each other and take Occam's razor to it. While you are here, you will refer to this place properly, and you will do the same with the other scientists here. That glowing red scar? That laser lobotomy canyon maze carved in the landscape as if by some child? It is Mobius's fortress. From that hemorrhoidal fissure, he sends his amazing robo-scorpions to terrify and irritate us. He always tended to the dramatic. Ask Boros. I believe he knows more about the fence than any brain. Except maybe Mobius. Mobius was involved in their construction, if I recall. But he's such a hack, he probably was reading off Boros' notes and schematics. Well, we didn't actually do it. We tried to clean up after, as always, but usually the auto dock runs on remote. But we programmed it, or Mobius did. Still, this new wrinkle with the Tesla coils in your skull was unexpected. I mean, we predicted we'd have a breakthrough eventually, but Dala knows more. She supervised your spine peel and the heart circumcision, then dumped them both into the tanks in the sink above. Quite sanitary. Sure took her time. She always takes longer than projected with lobotomite surgeries. Not sure why. Yes, in all probable likelihoods, yes. Possibly. That it may have gone to Mobius is merely an inkling. I don't know why, but it may be something involving the surgery code. Actually, I don't know. All I know is it misplaced itself, or it floated off. They get into robots sometimes and go on a tear. Yes, always leaves back doors into things. Have to keep finding them and closing them. The auto dock is now erased of his routines. It was thorough. Only Mobius would know for sure what happened with the procedure. Perhaps. Well, and your brain, of course, it would know as well. It can communicate the procedure when we examine it. It is conceivable to trace its surgical scalpel prints once we have the brain. Might take some time, but your brain has no pain nerve to scream at us while we dissect it. Convenient. I detest screaming in my lab. Mobius's legacy code was in the old auto dock. Yes. It fried itself after your procedure, so he couldn't tell for sure. It is unfortunate. We would have benefited from knowing how the breakthrough occurred. Even if we installed another chip, the information is lost. Why does he seek our destruction? Why did he build robot scorpions with intelligence training stingers? It is because he hasn't cleaned his biogel in a long time. Clearly he's got some sort of psychological corrosion. He's mad. Dr. O is certain of his findings, and no one else in the think tank is willing to test the results. Loss of brainial power. Terrifying. O has said on many occasions his inability to comprehend Mobius's robo-schematics is because of repeated robo-scorpion stings. Yes, a most good buy.
今回、そんな感じですか？バチバチしてますね。常に、私の名に恥じぬよう振る舞え。テディベアですか？ これは何の音でしょうね。超旅の一晩のオアシス、宿屋、から猫の、巣。充電の装置か何かですか。さあ、寄った寄った。何の写真でしょうね。
Have you done all we asked? If not, we will not hesitate to ask again.
やめてよ。気持ち悪い。この中に何かが残っていたりはしないですか。恐竜のおもちゃ、ありますね。エールが、家で、消えてる。いいですね。ゴーグル、ありますか。ビッグマウンテン、印ですね。貴様。ここのビュッフェさんの丘ですか。電気ついてないですね。メガネ、ありますか。よくわかってるじゃないか。旅に一番向いてるのが、パワーアーマーだ。メントス、たくさんですか。ゴーグルですね。ヒントはおりますか。血を恐れたまえよ。なかなか、格好良くなりません。なりますか。だいたいそんな感じですね。我が期待に応えてみせよ。ではでは。行ってみますかね。どんな感じになってるんでしょうね。来世は犬になりたい。朝ですね。
Intruder, you will not escape the eyes of my robo-scorpions, or their pincers.
猫。録音のスコーピオンさんですか？みたいですね。殺人タイムだ。検体はちょこちょこいらっしゃる感じですか？歩いてますね。来世は犬になりたい。ピーマン、持ってますか？分解してみたくならないか？ものすごい、適当に言ってますが、こっち、どこでしょうね。まあ、適当にそこから行ってみますか。ブーブー、ワン、バイパー到着だ。鎧竹、たくさん、泊まれるようになりましたか？マスク、なっておりますか？いやー、君が新しい仮人かね。ちょっと、サイズ感が合ってないですか？どこから行っても特に問題はないですね。いますか？やっぱりそうなんですね。いいく万歳。結局全部集めないとですか？なかなか、こちらの武器は、わかりやすくていいですね。RAB、ラジオ祭り柄。いらっしゃい。気をつけろ、バッドアスだ、いらっしゃいませ、ですね。ゆっくりしていってね。なんかかっこいい武器持ってますね。怖いですね。
As useless as the bottle of the same name.
こんな場所が墓場になるとは。結構人数、いますね。怖いですね。なんだかんだでちょこちょこと。やばい山だったぜ。新しい武器もありますか？ なかなか面白そうなところですね。字幕読み上げ担当は大抵右下にいる影人だよ。ボロボロですね。ブインソン、ダイナミクスは感心するでしょう。遅いものですか。結構、回転、速いパンツですか。ほんと、ボロボロですね。本日もアメリカ軍の大勝利だな。ボーナスはいりますか？便利ですね。何時油断することなかれ。ロボット型に建設、痛むならあると、便利ですか？そんな気がそもそもあるんですかね。変革の方が割と安全そうな気は、しますがね。野蛮な土地だな。マスクがあるので欲しいのは割と、平気ですか？マイト、ストーカーの卵ですか？びっくりです。いや、ないよ。これがエリアの方ですか？
Are you out there, my little teddy bear in the bottom right? Darling misses you, and the pitter-patter of your peace feeds so much.
一応外には行ってないですかね。超旅の一晩のオアシス、宿屋、から猫の、巣。いろいろ調べるように言われている場所ですか？私はこの仕事に向いているのかな？そんなことはないですか？まあ、いちちゃん探してみましょうね。お母さんはそこ、思い出しますね。ふにゃー。村の戦前の記憶を思い出しますか？ CHRASHER、をいないですかね。旅は楽しい？少々お待ちを。来ちゃった。au、ガラケーで。来ちゃった。OK、ですね。ふにゃー。タンポポ音楽、終わりますか？普通に入れますか？ボロボロですね。惨めな豚ども。後輩ですね。どこかの博士、ですもんね。ドーンガードを改変しているらしいね。リフテンの近くの古い砦で、入隊しようかな。指輪、変形はいただいて、行ってもいいかもしれないですか？皆殺しにしろ、神様も、許してくださる。音声、サンプルですか？巨大、タランチュラですか？なかなかすごいネタですね。イーク万歳。こんな場所も監視してますか？怖いですね。和骨。いらっしゃいませ、ですね。変になっちゃうとちょっと危ないですか？アルブインは赤都市というものもいる。ムアイクはホラ吹きだというものもいる。若干違いましたか？ないですよ。まあいいでしょう。なんという。列車、トンネルとは違いますか？じゃあ、だいぶ、綺麗ですね。やるじゃないか。見直したよ。だいぶ、漫画、たくさんありますか？スキルブックのレシピですか？ ストームクロークの犬どもがいつ襲ってくるのか、わからない。面白いものありますね。トラさんは喜びそうですか？むしろ、もともとここにでも暮らしてたんですか？鎧から見て、帝国軍の石膏ではないか。そうなら、お会いできてよかった。中古、ボックスですね。綺麗に並んでますね。革の鎧が好みなのか？軽いことは間違いない。海宮、家の方はやや汚いですか？なんだかんだで色々つけるものですね。先に言っておいて、正解でしたか？情けないな。オペラ歌手、さんです。お金持ちですね。スカイリムに着いたとき、カジートに何か不思議なことが起きる。ジュークボックスが本当に多いですね。FATE、3の丘ですか？グレートソードを持ち歩くにはかなり腕力がいる。使えるのか？そのための108ですか？入ってないですか？地下室はありますか？もっと、もっと。どの家でしょ？大佐、また一人死にました。動物飼ってたんですかね。中野、がすごい場所ですか？怖いですね。 もちろんだ、友よ。毛皮が転がってますね。いいのですか？もう使われてしまった感じですかね。駅に立たない兵どもだ。息がいいですね。パパに言いつけてやるんだ。だいたいそんな感じですか。生き物好きなんですね。このままでは終わらないぞ。ちょこちょこ、スキルブックの、レシピが手に入りますか？能力上げ放題ですかね。すごいですね。なんという。ワークベンチですか？今帰ってからでも、いいですか？何を使って作ることになるんでしょうね。皆殺しにしろ、神様も、許してくださる。聞いてますか？しっかり、冷えてて美味しそうですね。I am PN。ヌカコーラの時計ですか？あらあら、丁寧の奮起はでそんなおねだりするの？うふふ。今回は特別よ。なかなかいいものですよね。戦前、トースターと専門、トースターがありますか？細かいですね。分解してみたくならないか？メントス、たくさんですか？もう、ビハさんの家ですか？ものすごい多いですね。あばよ。猫、ベッドが2つありますね。 101ですか？この命、弾薬ともに、尽きてない。なかなか、綺麗な場所ですね。柏市、丸い、点ですかね。仲間が戦闘不能です。大佐。土日は誰の部屋でしょうに。基本的に、綿、ありませんね。天使の血でお腹を満たすの。見られてますか？パソコンは使えないんですか？クレーンさんの部屋でしたか？どうせすぐ忘れられるなだ。ふはは、いいぞいいぞ。エロな色つきますか？普通のものよりちょっといいですね。これから処刑される惨めなろくでなしだ。ちょこちょこ、カメラが転がってますか？そして、3の家ですが、VIBER、出てますね。メディック。藤野、へこむと何かいいこと、起こりますか？妹の育ててますね。ロードキル、縄間抜けだが、よくわかる。帰れるんですね。お皿だけ持っていけばいいですか？死体が転がってますね。やわや筒にしまっておけ。いてよ。あのノビルさんは本物ですか？本当はここで死んでいるのが、本物かもしれないですか？どうなんでしょうね。 俺が、やつ以外のものに負けるだと？何個ありますか？燃えちゃえ。ディスコ。ここで取れるもの、もうこれくらい、という感じですか。見つかっちゃいますか。お酒いかが？怖いですね。もうすぐ近くなので先にこっち行きましょうか。ここには何がありますかね。あはは、バカね。私なしで生きていくの？ちょっと危ない。硬います。ホワイトランの衛兵にドラゴンを殺せるのなら、我々にもやれるさ。骸骨ですね。何で動いてるんですよ。不思議ですね。グレートソードを持ち歩くにはかなり腕力がいる。使えるのか？吸収、乗っかってきましたか？いいですね。ふざけた運命だ。継続、お願いですかね。何もしちゃいない。何なんだ？ドラゴン？特に、ですかね。男の子、便利ですか？ムアイクは雪のひとひらを美しいと思う。と言っても、プラズマでなく、レーザーですか？ しいところですかね。随分冷え込むな。作物の生育に良くない。言い訳がない。珍しく、ちょっといいものですか？隊長、もうダメです。食べられるんですね。認め、完全に、骨、なんですがね。骨、飲んですまんね。ホワイトランの衛兵にドラゴンを殺せるのなら、我々にもやれるさ。なかなか、不思議がいっぱいですね。この命、弾薬ともに、尽きてない。とりあえず今回は、見覚えのあるマーク、ついてますね。丘帰りましょうか。油断は禁物だ。こんな場所から入れるんですね。
Ooh, yeah, dig that sweet music. Damn, it's good to be back online.
喋りましたね。
Dig, I'm an acoustical wizard kid. Old Doc Mo used me to prototype his sonic weapon designs. Get me a good sample base to work from, and I can whip up a wave that makes Jericho look like a kazoo. Why not? Ain't like I got nothing to prove. Not like that toaster. Now that boy got some issues. Got yourself a sonic emitter, don't you? Thought so. Bring that old thing on in here and bring me some sound samples and I'll make that baby sing. Or scream. If that's what you want. Right on, baby. Just plug it in and I'll mix you up a sweet, sweet sound. Right on,
うつ主のカンペは字が汚くてしっかり読めないみたいだね。オペラにしますか。どう違うのか、ですね。ふかふかベッドで王様気分、宿屋、から猫の、ギャロップ、にしときますか。
And then you gotta figure that the nose and the dumps of life is to make you stronger.
実体3波見えて。独身ですか？ワンダフルはここで使うんですね。真のノルドはのかない。どれでした？オートドクターもいるんですね。
Good day, citizen.
これですか？
Library Processing Unit 232.7 is online and ready to eradicate sedition. Of course, citizen. That's my duty and sole joy in life. All those books from before the war, full of seditious, treasonous, complicated thoughts. Just dump them in and lickety-split. I'll have them pulped, scrubbed clean, and pressed out again clean and white and sedition-free. What good is eradicating sedition if the malcontents have ready access to the means to make more, citizen? I could also process pencils and clipboards. Wait a moment. Pencil processors offline? Pencil processors offline? Apologies, citizen. It seems traitors have absconded with that module. If you can find a backup copy of the module, I will happily eradicate your ability to create seditious literature. Blank books are better for the mind, citizen. Real science by real men in lab coats has proved that introducing outside thoughts confuses the brain. Blank books encourage the reader not to question, but to blindly and zealously accept what's put in front of him. Also, I suppose you could use them to keep a journal.
便利ですね。
Citizen, that sounds dangerously seditious. If my re-indoctrination module was installed, I'd take care of that for you. Sadly, that system was cut for budget concerns, so you'll have to perform your own indoctrination. Now, to begin with, you'll need a cage that can fit over your head and a sack of mole rats. Now you're thinking like a citizen, citizen. Stay loyal, citizen.
Sleep on the edge of the roof, and to live in the house with a quarrelsome woman.
真ん中ので結構な数入りますかね。他の賢者手に入らない金品を見ていってくれ。
Very good, sir. If I might suggest a table wine, the 64 Atomic Planet is a lovely little vintage. また別でもらえる感じなんですか？ C ですね。ふにゃー。マスクを集めれば、多少は高くなりますか？クソめ。タバコの数がすごいことになってますね。油断するな。ストームクロークの犬どもがいつ襲ってくるのか、わからない。
というわけで、本日は、これくらいとしておきましょうか。トースターと話せますか？あばよ。小麦粉でパンでも焼いてくれますかね。ではでは。じゃあ。みんなお疲れ様タイムだ。良い夢を。テヤンクス、フォア、ビーウィング。ゴースト、ニロド、アベ、スウェイト、トレアム。